Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Thursday, it's the 15th day of March. That puts us within hours of being halfway through this third month already. On a weather note, a pretty nice day in the neighborhood. We've got some more warm air to continue. We've still got some wet weather in your forecast as well. Some updates and tweaks that have definitely been made since I saw you last, and we'll cover those in just a second, as we will also. A local doctor is seriously injured in an auto accident this morning. We'll take you to the scene, show you how the accident happened, what caused it, as well as information on the controversy that surrounded, of all things, House Bill 185, the death benefits bill, the line of duty death benefits bill specifically. Some information passed along to you from our state representative John Blanton on that matter, and a host of other headlines and more. On our today's date in weather history, you have to go back a ways. I was here, kind of young, don't really recall, many of you may, but it was a severe weather day in eastern Kentucky, and specifically in McGoffin and a few other counties on this day back in 1982. Severe weather rolling through, golf ball sized hail. Does that ring a bell with anyone? Reported in several counties: Perry, Floyd, and Rockcastle, and right here in McGoffin, damaging a lot of homes and a lot of structures and a lot of automobiles as well. A lot of flooding also as a result of that severe weather way back in 1982. It's amazing how there's just almost always something very interesting to attach to the current date and our weather history. Before we go any further, as they were just about to announce a person of interest just soon after I sat down with you last night for the early show, more information started to follow, and then this morning we learned of the arrest of someone titled officially as a person of interest earlier this morning, but believed to be by others the man who killed Officer Scotty Hamilton with the Pikeville Police Department. They put his name out there first as a person of interest. He's now been arrested and being referred to as a suspect in the case. No other details or information given except to say that Jason Russell Hall was arrested on charges thus far of being a felon in possession of a handgun. From what we know, Kentucky State Police are still investigating his possible involvement. They started to shift their attention to him last evening and then did obtain an arrest warrant for the 55-year-old man from Hurricane Road, of course the same road in which Officer Hamilton was shot. He was considered armed and dangerous, and then as of around 11 o'clock this morning, arrested. He was taken into custody without incident. He was found in the community of Stony Brook, that's near the Floyd County line, close to Betsy Lane. And he has been being questioned by authorities throughout much, if not most all, of the afternoon. No word on any other official charges related to Officer Hamilton's death. To be honest, I spent most all day. I left from 8 o'clock this morning, spent till about 2 on the road, and just have this information in front of me. But as of right now, he is the only person that's been taken into custody in relation to the officer's shooting. Yes, Logan makes the best truck body. They also have a fully stocked warehouse of dump body parts, PTOs, hydraulic pumps, hoists, anything you need to get back on the road. And they are a full-service steel and aluminum service center. They keep I-beam, channel, angle, pipe, round rod, rebar, expanded metal, sheet metal, and aluminum all in stock. And if you've got a big project, they do commercial manufacturing to your specs. Logan, since 1904.
Hi, I'm attorney Jeff Lovely. When hiring an attorney, experience does matter. For over 20 years, I've been representing clients throughout Eastern Kentucky. We are a full-service law firm, representing clients who've been injured in car accidents or at work, representing clients who need to file bankruptcy, representing clients who've been charged with a crime. For all your legal needs, contact my office when it matters. We have 2 locations for your convenience. In Sayersville at 349-4522 and West Liberty at 743-1965.
Hi, I'm Bill Mead, and I've dedicated over half of my life to law enforcement and protecting my community and family. In my 29 years of service, I've received several federal commendations for my part in major drug cases. I have 17 years experience in narcotics investigations. 10 of those years as a sergeant with the Kentucky State Police Drug Enforcement Special Investigations East Unit. I've received the highest level of training in criminal investigations, and I know exactly what it takes to successfully see a criminal case through the state and federal court systems. As your Magoffin County Sheriff, I will review every investigation and ensure that you're treated with respect and dignity. My name is William Bill Meade, number 3 on the ballot, but number 1 for Magoffin County. Thank you.
To all of her current and future patients, Hope Family Medical Center and Big Sandy Healthcare are proud to announce that pediatrician Dr. Leslie Ann Dotson has joined Big Sandy Healthcare's new Physicians for Women and Families Complex in Oxshire, where she's now a part of a team of 3 OBGYNs, 2 family medicine physicians, and their nurse practitioners. That's Physicians for Women and Families, open Monday through Friday at 23 Willow Drive in Oxshire, a part of the Big Sandy Healthcare family. Need a family car? Need a work truck? Need something to haul with? Maybe to hunt with? Or to just get from A to B? Then call John Harris at Gateway Motors in Sagersville on the Mountain Parkway and get pre-approved with no money down and with most payments under $200 a month. Gateway Motors in Sagersville, 349 cars. House Bill 185, the line of duty death benefits bill in Frankfort, has resulted in some controversy this week ahead of it being before a Kentucky House committee just this morning for a vote. Some widows of fallen police officers, as well as the president of the Fraternal Order of Police of Louisville, had gone on record and claimed that some of our, at least, Kentucky leaders within the Kentucky House were holding the bill back because they didn't support the pension reform bill. That, of course, is a totally other subject, which is making headlines on its own. But to that end, Kentucky House Speaker Pro Tem David Osborne called the idea absurd. And 2 days after police officer Scotty Hamilton was killed, some lawmakers have brought forth a vote, at least on a committee, to triple the benefits for his widow. Pikeville police officer, of course, Scotty Hamilton, was killed in Hurricane Creek in Pike County on Tuesday night, a 12-year veteran of the department that I just spoke of a second ago. The bill became controversy, however, this week after the widow of the police officer for which House Bill 185 is named, and others from the Kentucky Fraternal Order of Police, publicly confronted lawmakers for not calling the bill for a vote this week in a timely fashion, telling the press and reporters just yesterday the bill was being blocked to punish police unions for not supporting a bill that would go to, of course, fix the state's pension system. Republican State Representative John Blanton of Magoffin County, a former state trooper himself, who is also a sponsor, is the main sponsor of the bill, denied anything of the sort this morning, and also this morning issued the following statement. I've been in contact with Blanton on numerous occasions throughout the afternoon, and he was actually getting ready to present 2 other bills on the floor. But in his statement about 185, he says the passage of House Bill 185, which would raise benefits for the families of slain police officers, is in no way contingent on the status of any other legislation. I have worked diligently to pass this bill, and House leadership, as well as Chairman Rudy, are fully supportive of efforts to tighten bureaucratic loopholes and adequately support the families of our fallen heroes. He says he repeatedly informed lobbyists for the Fraternal Order of Police last week that the bill was unlikely to be presented in committee on Tuesday, and even as late as on Monday he informed them that the bill was not prepared to be heard and that he was currently working on language that the lobbyists originally informed him that needed to be included in the bill. But unfortunately, he says, this did not stop that lobbyist from misleading many of our first responders and their beloved families on the status of the bill. And to make matters worse, they brought politics into the mix by making unfounded accusations about conditions being placed on the bill's passage. He said, quote, I am disgusted by the tactics of these lobbyists. The Fraternal Order of Police is an outstanding organization, he says, that is made up of men and women who risk their lives to protect our communities. Their contributions are highly valued by House Republicans, and we are committed to providing financial stability for our law enforcement and their families. This is not about politics, and any lobbyist seeking to politicize the issue is doing so to the detriment of the loyal men and women who make up the Fraternal Order of Police, as well as the entire law enforcement community. And soon after issuing that statement to us just earlier this morning, the House committee did take up a vote on 185, and while legislators have literally been working on this for months, it does come. That passage about 48 hours from the shooting death, murder if you will, of Pikeville police officer Scotty Hamilton, who was killed this week in the line of duty. Just earlier today, that House committee actually unanimously approved House Bill 185, and here's what it does. Currently, if an officer or public worker, for example, Mr. Hamilton, is killed in the line of duty on the job, his spouse would get to choose one of two things: 25% of his annual wages or whatever retirement he had accrued. The proposal in 185 would increase that 25% to 75%, and it would also be retroactive to go back and include anyone all the way back to January the 1st of 2017. And of course, would now include Mr. Hamilton's widow. As for House Bill 185, it's actually named after an officer, former officer Nick Rodman, and there was an error in his paperwork after his passing, and his family was only left with a very small percentage of his benefits, and that is a portion of the reason behind this. Following the vote, however, this morning, that unanimous vote in the House, Blanton gave us another statement. Following that unanimous vote, Blanton said, quote, "I'm elated we're moving this bill forward. I'm not happy with the games that have been played with these widows. They have been used as pawns."
We are all human. Because we're not perfect, we tend to make mistakes. Unfortunately, some mistakes are severe and carry more consequences than others. If you have been hurt in a car wreck, a truck wreck, or because of someone's mistake, reckless or careless behavior, you deserve help with your medical expenses, lost wages, and serious permanent pain and injuries that you have been made to suffer and will continue to suffer for the rest of your life. If you have been injured, I can help. I'm attorney Don Wayne McFarland. Call me and let me go to work for you. 349-9000.
Your best solution for diesel performance, upgrades, service, and repair is also a full-service repair center for all vehicles, gas or diesel, from routine service to major repairs, with a trusted auto body shop for minor dings to full-on restorations and rebuilds. Plus, get all your 4x4 accessories, lights, bumpers, winches, and more at Black Smoke Performance in Dixie of Sagersville. 349-8785. Conley's does oil and fluid changes, brakes, suspension, wheel alignments, and more. They've got thousands of tires in stock every day, and they won't be undersold on any tire they sell. They've got 6 months same as cash and over 37 years of service to the viewing area. With no appointment necessary, or you can call 297-2424.
Hello, McGoffin County. Matthew Wireman again, asking for your vote and support in the May primary for county judge. Living in McGoffin is tough. We know that, and so does everyone else. In fact, an article in the New York Times lists McGoffin County as one of the 10 hardest places to live in America. Folks, we know McGoffin County can do better than that. I want McGoffin County to prosper. I want to see opportunities for our people to work here at home. I want to see opportunities for our children to lead successful lives right here in McGoffin County. I want to see our local government operate as efficiently as possible so we can lower the county's taxes. I learned real quick that the office of magistrate didn't have any real power or influence. It doesn't open any doors in Frankfort, and it doesn't open the eyes of potential businesses. The key to opportunity, the key to prosperity for McGoffin County is the office of County Judge Executive. Elect me, Matthew Chalmer Wireman, as your County Judge Executive, and together we will unlock McGoffin County's potential and show the world that McGoffin County is a great place to live, work, and raise our kids. Thank you.
Your single largest investment in life is most always your home. And whether they're necessary or optional, a weekend project or a major renovation, we can help finance your home improvements and make your vision a reality. Spring is almost here, so it's time to get ready, get set, and improve with Sagersville National Bank. Call or drop by the main or branch locations today. Another recall to pass along before we go to our next local headline this evening. Fiat Chrysler is recalling more than 250,000 older model Ram pickup trucks because the fuel tanks can start to be at fault. Mainly trucks sold in cold weather states where they use, of course, a lot of salt, Canada as well, but it's Ram 1500s from 2009 through 2012. The company says that through an investigation, they determined that a bracket can rust and corrode, and the tanks can start to sag or even worse, to come off. The remaining structure will stop the tanks from falling, but it causes an issue should the vehicle be involved in any sort of collision or things of that nature. It can also cause leaks and the like. So you should be, any Ram owners from 09 to 12 should be receiving a recall notice sometime soon, or contact your dealer. A local doctor was seriously injured herself early this morning in a single car crash on Route 40. I myself had just passed through the area moments before that. However, the opposite lane was a bit more icy, and as a result, her SUV literally left the roadway, became airborne, and then nosedived into an embankment. Yeah, I was traveling on Route 40 near the State Road, Fort Church this morning. I was headed towards Paintsville and in that left lane there on the left side of your screen, and didn't encounter any problems, but you can see the runoff was coming from the other side of the road. And when Dr. Vanessa Gaines, who is a doctor now in the Hardin Medical Plaza, if it's still called the Hardin Medical Plaza, was traveling to work this morning, she encountered that eye spot. The vehicle then went into a skid. She lost control of the vehicle. It literally went into the other lane of travel, went airborne, jumped the creek, and then struck the embankment on the other side, pretty much head on, and then threw the vehicle around 180 degrees and landed as you see here. The driver's side, I mean, it was a front impact, and the front of the vehicle not really indicative of the force of this collision. You can see all the airbags are deployed. She was alert and talking to emergency personnel on scene that our camera personnel witnessed. However, she was injured. We hope not life-threatening injuries, but suffered serious injuries as a result of the collision. There you can see the damage done to the driver's side of the vehicle. She was taken to the Paul B. Hall Medical Center for the extent of her injuries by the TransStar Ambulance Service. We have no update on her condition at this hour, but of course hope the best for Miss Gaines. It is, or Gainey, my apologies. She was the only one in the vehicle, and her vehicle was the only one involved. This happened sometime right around 8:30 this morning. Birthday wishes start tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Happy birthday wishes today. Happy 75th birthday wishes today to Howard Bacon, with a whole lot of love from your family and friends. And I've also been told to note another date, if you will. It says congratulations as of March the 9th for 22 years of sobriety. Job well done. Happy 75th to you, Howard Bacon. Just a couple of reminders real quickly from there on. Don't forget about the auction at the Head of Coon Creek United Baptist Church this Saturday at noon. Furniture, quilts, pies, and cakes. They've got a big fundraiser set with a whole lot of things to eat and buy and see and do. They hope that you'll join them starting this noon for Bids and Beans. I so like that name. You ever thought of that? That was a good one. The McGoffin County Board of ASAP meets Monday at noon. Lunch is provided. And the Safe and Teen Coalitions meet Wednesday at 1 this coming week at the McGoffin County Health Department. These meetings are open to the public, and you are encouraged to attend and help further their efforts on all fronts. Just one more reminder, it looks as though, that Head Start, kindergarten registration rather, starts next week at South McGoffin, and Sagersville Grade School goes to the end of the month, starts the following Monday at North McGoffin. And I think I said this yesterday, I've got pages and pages of other announcements. None of them really start until April the 7th, and a few reminders. We'll hold those off for tonight. We'll get those to you as they get a bit closer. But now let me get this one reminder out to you. This is what's in front of you there. That's how you get announcements on the program. Birthdays and anniversaries and calendar announcements for all your churches, groups, and organizations are free. Just tell me, and we'll tell everyone about them. And that's it for announcements for this Thursday, but I'll be right back to wrap up the show with our final headlines and a look at your weather, and that's always changing. It's not just jewelry, it's a movement. Handmade bracelets by Little Words. Pick one with a word that resonates with you or reminds you of someone who might need a little love, a word to encourage or uplift, or wear one that inspires you and pass it on. The Little Words Project hopes to inspire a culture of kindness among women, young and old. Pick out one that you think will inspire someone you know, or pick one for yourself and see the happiness spread when you give it to someone who may need the same reminder you did. Available now at the Seasonal Shop in Salyersville.
Hello, friends and neighbors. I am running for sheriff because I want to work hard to make our streets, schools, and homes safer. I am a certified police officer and a graduate of the Department of Criminal Justice. I will put my training and experience to work for our county, and I will work hand in hand with all other agencies. As a parent and officer, I know our kids are the most important resource, and I will do my very best to protect them and continue to tackle our drug problem. But I need your help. Please vote and elect Michael Nichols for sheriff, number 4 on the ballot. Thank you, and God bless.
Appalachian Wireless says no contract, no credit check, no monthly bill. Well, no problem. Yes, Appalachian Wireless is at it again and proving why they are the region's best wireless provider by offering new forward pay pricing. A plan where you can bring in your own device and get 5 gigabytes of data for just $39.99 and unlimited data for just $79.99. Pay up front and get the data and features you want. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Some restrictions may apply. Activation fee is extra. See store for complete details. Unlimited data is loaded 25 gigabytes per month to 512 kilobits for phones and tablets.
Hey everyone, my name's Tom Sager. I'm at Pop Chevrolet in Prestonsburg, Kentucky. Please take advantage of the new weekly specials.
Weekly specials that are priced so low they will be gone next week, like this 2013 Chevy Cruze for $169 a month, this 2016 Altima $209 a month. Go Rogue in this 2014 Nissan Rogue all-wheel drive, $229 a month. Or for $269 a month, you can drive off in this gorgeous 2016 Charger SXT or this 2017 Kia Sorento LX all-wheel drive.
Thank you and stop in.
Catch the early spring specials before they're gone. A new shipment of mowers, push, rear, and all-wheel drive walk-behinds, trimmers, air compressors, power and hand tools, and more. Plus new shipments of guns and ammunition every week. And don't forget, they'll always loan you cash today on anything worth $1 at Parkway Gun and Pawn. One more area report before I go to the weather and go home to catch the Wildcats. At least that's the plan. A former pastor of the Wheelwright Baptist Church has been sentenced to 120 months. That's 10 years for distributing child pornography. 53-year-old David Glenn Boyd of Wheelwright was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison to be followed by supervised release for the rest of his life after he was found to have been distributing child pornography. Now, just yesterday, Chief United States District Judge Karen K. Caldwell formally sentenced him, who, being federal sentencing guidelines, must serve at least 85% of his sentence. He had admitted in court prior to that in August of 2016 he was guilty of distributing images of child pornography via the internet. Forensic examination of his laptop computer found 42 images, still pictures, and at least 35 videos of child pornography. The investigation was actually the result of a cyber tip line report from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. As a result of that tip, the Kentucky State Police were led to his residence, conducted an investigation. They got a search warrant for his home and then found his computer and other electronic media, which were seized and analyzed. 10 months and a lifetime of supervised release. He actually served as the pastor of the Wheelwright Baptist Church from 2012 through 2017, and even at some point helped in starting a youth fellowship program for the church. Now let's wrap it up and go cheer on the Cats with your Licking Valley RECC forecast, where we can't have it all. Well, rarely do we get it all weather-wise. Case in point this weekend. Let's get there slowly, though. 29 degrees tonight, partly cloudy skies. Winds have been rough out there today. It's been a bad hair day for anyone who had any. Winds out of the west, 6 to 23 miles per hour. Those will continue this evening and finally start to wane. Tomorrow, not an issue. Sunny skies, 50 degrees for your Friday. But it's kind of a split Friday, if you will. Should be dry throughout most of the first half, maybe even then some, and then mainly tomorrow night, mainly after midnight after we go to bed, showers are likely, and into your Saturday. Temperatures warm up to 58, but those showers and maybe even some thunderstorms are going to be possible after 11 on your Saturday. Rainfall amounts, actually I've got a newly adjusted amount for you. probably a half of an inch to the max instead of an inch of rain on your Saturday. I think looks like closer to a half at this point. Those showers also look to continue mainly before midnight, and then skies will start to gradually become partly cloudy ahead of what is now looking like a completely nice finish to your weekend. Sunday's forecast has been back and forth every night this week, going from partially dry to not, it's just been one extreme or the other in regards to the rain falling early Sunday, falling late. Right now, looks to be dry across the board. Sunny and 56 and no rain in sight. We might get a break for all of your Sunday, and that chance of showers that is going to follow might not come back until mainly after around 4 or 5 o'clock Monday afternoon, with temperatures climbing still into the low 60s at the first of next week. So Sunday looks to be a nice one. We look to start off Monday cloudy but dry for at least the first half with some PM or evening showers. Showers a likelihood again on your Tuesday, holding on to the mid-50s. And I've got a chance of rain and snow back in here by Wednesday and Wednesday night. That's going to do it for tonight. I hope I'm leaving you all for an exciting night of NCAA basketball, and I hope that you'll join us back here tomorrow night, wrapping up this week of programming here on Your News Today. And I also hope, one more thing, that you picked up an issue of today's Tigersville Independent. If not, grab one and see what's in it. See what you may have missed otherwise. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.